All right, what's up, YouTube? All right, today I'm going to speak on the death of DMX, man. Now, when it first happened, I feel like nobody was really surprised, but, and I don't think anybody was, but I don't think people really understand who DMX was, as far as like his soul, his spirit, the shit he'd been through, the pain dude had been through. Like, and then as honest as he was, that was the thing. Like, nobody could really hate on X, really. They really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? He pulled off his drug habit. Most people couldn't even attempt that shit. He was so gangster, he even pulled that shit off, man. But you guys, X was a prophet. DMX was a prophet, and we lost him. But right before he went out, he gave you the jewel, man. Go listen to his last words, man. DMX gave you the jewel. Dropped it, and then he left. It's kind of funny because my boy was like, man, I swear, man, they had DMX come hang out with you crazy before he did Belly, man. My boy G would always say that, like, man, that motherfucker's just like DMX. Like, I swear, that motherfucker hung out with you before he went and played that role in Belly. But X was his own person. He was his own character, And if anything, he rubbed off on me, That was just my boy joking and shit. Because how reckless he was in Belly, And just did not give a fuck, man. Like, especially when it came, I guess, primarily to the police. The scene, he always used to bring up the scene in Belly where he ran the light smoking the blunt, and he was like, man, fucking punk ass police can't do shit to me, dog. I'm out here, no license, smoking a blunt, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's you all day, bro. Like, that motherfucker hung out with you before he played that role, man. But DMX was actually a prophet, you guys. And DMX actually means dark man X, you guys. He fucked up and sold his soul to the devil early on, not knowing what he was getting into, And he talks about it almost directly, but still indirectly, right? So X knew a lot of shit, and I think he regretted, I know he regretted making that move, you guys. Whether he said it, he said it, maybe not. Yeah, he said it all the time indirectly, But X was a serious dude. A lot of you kids probably don't even know that because you're not from that era, man. He's always been honest about his drug addiction and his demons, So I'm happy that X got to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. I'm happy for X, man. But his last words, he was like, you know what, people want a prayer and they want me to pray for him and this and that. And he's like, now's the time you need to learn how to pray for yourself. He's like, it ain't nothing like praying for yourself. My whole life, my mom prayed for me. That's how I made it this far. And other factors that were ordained somewhere else. Okay? We'll get into that in a minute too. But in another video. But yeah, DMX though, he told y'all what time it was, man. And he was like, one of the most powerful things that he said, which gave him chills and I could see it. He said, it's a time for embraces and it's a time for avoiding embraces. And what that means, he was like, he read it and did a double take and was like, whoa, whoa. And read it again. But you're going to have, not everybody's going to have this problem, but I've had this problem throughout my life where everybody, seems like a lot of people always want to be around me or trying to be around me, or they want this, it seems like they always like me. But I've always avoided embraces because I know if I don't, one of these people will get me killed. These embraces is for their benefit. It's fake. It's fake. All the people that are going to always have their arms out and always want you around them, they just want to gain your energy. They want your power. You know? They want you to rub off on them. They're not going to rub off nothing positive on you. You know? But that was one, like avoiding embraces. There's a time for embraces and there's a time for avoiding embraces. He actually said there's a time for embracing and there's a time for avoiding embraces. And I want to say he was reading that straight out of the Bible, you know? So it wasn't his words. He just carried the message. He was a prophet. He didn't even know it, but he started to figure it out, but he did know it. You know? Very powerful individual, even on his worst day. And if he actually knew what he was from the beginning, he would have never been what he became as far as the negative shit, you know? But that's all things that build your character up, and it's like, you have to take the bad with the good, man. If you were going to write your own life, would it only be filled with joy and peace and laughter? Or would you write some hard times into it? Would you write pain into it? Would you write suffering into it? What would you write into your program? If life is a simulation and somebody picks all this shit out way before it happens, which this is how it goes. And if you could pick your own out, what would it be? Would it just be a simple, easy life? Or would it be some hard times? Would you make yourself feel the pain? Even if none of it's real. Even if this is all just simulation. I don't think none of this is real. It is, but it ain't. You know? But you got to think about that, man. But what he said, time for avoiding embraces, like that was everything right there. But go listen to what he says, you guys. I'll put like a link down in the bottom. Everybody's probably already heard it by now. I just didn't speak on it, and I never really fully listened to it because I needed that for now, you know? So I'm like, I listened to it and I'm like, damn. I was kind of disappointed with X in the end because I'm like, damn, like you fell off, dog. Like the big homie, you fell off, man. But he redeemed himself. X is good, man. X is good. He redeemed himself, went out like a champ, told y'all he wasn't going to pray for you and still did. X still prayed for you on his last day. Or his last words. I don't know if that was actually his last day, but he said he wasn't gonna and still did. But he told you gotta learn how to pray for yourself. There ain't nothing like the power in praying for yourself. You gotta pray for yourself, man. It works, man. I know it sounds corny, I'm sorry to say it, but shit works, man. You know? Shit works. Might not work how you want it to. One of the other things that was real important, he said, don't even try and understand this shit. That's why I went crazy in life, y'all. Trying to understand his plan. Dude, why even attempt to try and understand his plan? I must be fucking up trying to understand his plan. Even trying to put all these pieces together. I just don't know what else to do. I can sit here and be bland and stay on the surface and just bullshit with y'all and cap on people, and we can just do the comedy shit, until the end of time, and you learn nothing, But I feel like I gotta teach y'all something, man. Like, making fun of these guys is just too easy. Like, you guys have to be here for something else, DMX, man, prophet of God, man. For real, we lost him. But he gave us the jewels on his way out, so we ain't losing nothing unless you throw it away. I'm out, man.